Hi, Rhonda Liebig here, holistic health coach, and ready to give you some insightful solutions today. I hear it all the time. I eat cake, I eat ice cream, I have candy bars, I stay up till 2 in the morning, I do nothing right. And what it comes down to, are they really doing it all wrong? Or is there something hidden there that they'd rather talk about their sabotages than really talk about what's going on? If you're like this, I know that this is for you. Today, I'm going to give you another question that I usually ask people when we are going deeper into that next stage that usually we have to really think about to help us reconnect with what our journey really is. All right, so I have this client that every time she comes in, she giggles and she talks about just how she does nothing right. And it takes about 10 minutes before you get through that talk. That's usually what happens, about 10 minutes. And that's her sabotage talk. And then as we get in deeper, I start realizing that she's sleeping better, getting at least a couple more hours of sleep than she used to about 4 months ago, that she is eating better. Like when she looks at her plate and she's looking at her ultra specific plate plan, is what we call it, that she has more vegetables than she did before, and that she's increased her fiber and she's actually been losing weight. So she's still doing a little bit of the ice cream and a little bit of this and that, but I always find that the first 10 minutes is all just kind of hogwash. Of course, you're doing it, but it's covering up and digging deep down there to find out that there really is good stuff happening. So if you find yourself stepping into that situation, I want you to take a step back and think about what are the good things that you're doing and start working off that and realizing you're doing quite a bit for yourself and that you're not all this sabotage. This is what it's all about, is really stepping in and going to the positive so you can build a good base and start exploding into having momentum and getting yourself moved. So I have 4 questions that I ask people when I start working with them, and sometimes each coaching session is based on where they are and to get them redirected. And the one I want to ask you today is, what is the biggest struggle that you deal with on your day-to-day life? I talked about my client where her first thing is always thinking about the stuff that just is not working. And she's always thinking in the front that she's doing nothing for herself, but never looking back to really get the base that she's actually built some really good positive stuff into her day-to-day. So what is the biggest struggle that you deal with on your day-to-day? Is it that you are craving tons of sugar? Is it that you are wanting to stay up late to watch your movies or watch TV shows that you really, really like? I know Netflix, you can really binge watch on those. But what is it that you know that you need to shift? Where's your next paradigm shift that's going to help you jump into losing a little bit more weight, getting some brain clarity, being able to sleep more so that less inflammation in your body and being able to think quicker? So what is it? I'd love to hear from you. Give me a reply. What's your biggest struggle? What's your biggest solution? What did you get out of this video? Do you think like my client thinks, where the first 10 minutes is just everything bad, and then after you get to that point and pull off those layers, that there's some really good stuff? I'd love to hear from you. Catch up with you tomorrow. You have an insightful day.